Many nonprofits are aware that they really need to market to millennials, but most of them don't really know how to proceed.
Millennials represent 75 million Americans, and they're beginning to influence our culture as time goes on. Hi, I'm Christy with Funds to Orgs.
And I'm Eric, hello.
We have 3 tips for you on how to build a marketing relationship with millennials.
Tip number 1, trust. With all the fake news and media scandals you hear about nowadays, millennials don't really trust big corporations, and nonprofits are not that far behind them. They trust them about as far as they can throw them. Now, while it may look like a millennial's absorbed on their phone or on their laptop, a lot of times they're doing research and Googling things. Doing research on your nonprofit or your company to find out if you are who you really say you are.
Does your mission statement align with what you say you're doing? Building trust should be your main focus when marketing to millennials. You want to use real language, conversational tone, and connect with them on their level. We want to make sure that if we do donate, that those dollars will be used for good.
And as a nonprofit or an organization, you need to make sure you're crystal clear with where those dollars are going. Share with them the stories of what you're using your money for and how it's helping the community or whatever you're raising money for. And make sure you're open with them at all times.
Trust is the building block for marketing to millennials, but you have to maintain the relationship. Be open with your updates and show specific examples. Tip number 2, communication. Millennials don't just use social media to chat and scroll through their feed. They also build communities, such as Facebook groups.
And like I said before, sharing stories is a great way to do that. An annual report and a brief monthly newsletter isn't going to really cut it, even though that's a really good start. Millennials want to read about pretty much everything you're doing in your blog. That doesn't mean you have to post on every single media site out there. Even if you only focus on 1 or 2 and post 2 to 4 times a month, that's a really good start. Start those relationships and maintain them by telling them what you're doing, and they'll come back for more.
The key to communication with millennials on social media is sharing. Social proof is very important to us. Make it easy for everyone to be able to see what fundraisers you've got going on. Make it easy to share your site and simple to use. Make it user-friendly.
And that brings us to tip number 3. The user experience or UX is a really big thing right now, especially because most millennials spend a lot of their time online. Having a really clean and concise outlay is very important. If you spend a little bit of money and get a really good website, it will go really far.
Spend a little extra time on designing fresh layouts and unique and modern logos.
Your online fundraising website can't just be functional, but it has to be intuitive as well. The easier the process is, the more likely they are to make a donation.
When updating or designing your website, make sure it doesn't look like it's coming out of the 1990s. Remember, your commitment to the cause will be judged within a glance, and you want to make sure that you put your best face forward.
If your website looks really old, it's a huge turnoff to millennial donors. So we just gave you 3 tips on how to connect with millennials through your marketing. If you only take away one thing from this, please remember to just be real.
The millennial generation, my generation, wants to make a difference in the world. So if you can connect with us, we'll be loyal for life. If you have any questions, leave a comment below.
Or you can reach us at asap@fundstoorgs.com. And make sure you give us a little like, share, and subscribe over here and on Facebook.
I'm Christy.
And I'm Eric.
And we'll see you guys soon.
Bye.
Music. Dun dun dun.
Building trust. Organization.
Sure.
That was bad.